Hey, Victor Howell, we've had so many primetime games where Drew Brees has been the hero, a little different circumstances, but we appreciate him joining us. Obviously, we missed you in Seattle. You had bigger priorities to attend to and your thumb and getting second opinions and kind of figuring out where you are. We'll get to that in just a second, but this is a big win for this football team and a gutty win. Team didn't get in the end zone, but they still pulled out against a team that hadn't lost heading in.
Listen, it was a complete team win, and I love to watch our team grow and continue to get better and better. I think that was evident last week in Seattle, and it carried over into tonight as well, playing against a very, very good football team, the Dallas Cowboys. Can't say enough about the way our defense played tonight, keeping a lot of those playmakers at bay and getting a couple big turnovers. Offensively, I thought we moved the ball really well. I thought we ran the ball very well. I thought Teddy was very efficient. We had a lot of penalties, way too many penalties. Those are drive killers, and that hurt us today. But there's still so much room for growth and opportunity for this team. And I think guys feel it and they smell it, and everyone's contributing. And that's the great thing too, is guys all over the place are making plays and they're doing it for one another.
You got a lot of airtime in this game on the sideline. They watched your every move. I know when the last play was made, you were one of the first guys out there to hug your teammates. But what's your role during the game in terms of the other quarterbacks, in terms of the offense? I know this is kind of a different scenario for you.
Yeah, I just try to be as supportive as I can. And I try to go through very much the same routine as if I was playing the game. So I'm hearing the play call, and I'm going through my checklist of things that I would do as I walk to the line of scrimmage and play the play out, and play the situation out and try to anticipate. You do see different things from the sideline. Obviously, it's a bit easier from the sideline. You don't have live bullets flying at you, but you can see certain things. You can see body language. You can see just little things that maybe you don't see because you're in the huddle or you're doing other things, and then these are things you can communicate to guys when they get back to the sideline. You go grab the tablet and you start, you just analyze it just like I would, and just try to find tendencies and different things that I can pass along to certain guys. And hey, did you see this? You feel this? Be ready for this. Whatever it might be. I'm here to help and support and do whatever I can when I'm on the sideline.
Let's be honest, though, this has to be very difficult. This is unfamiliar territory for you. How hard has this been for you to, watch your team on TV a week ago and then not play and watch them from the sideline this week?
Last week was difficult just because I couldn't be with my teammates all week. I had to be in Southern California, couldn't travel, just getting the surgery done, working with a hand therapist, and trying to do all the right things to make sure that I stay on top of this and stay ahead of schedule. But that was weird just because you weren't a part of the process, and not being a part of the process is so foreign right now, and certainly watching my team play on TV. Somebody asked me, when's the last time you watched the Saints on TV play? And I was like, well, that was the first time ever.
That was an easy answer, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, it was crazy, but I was glad to get back here. Glad to be with my teammates. Glad to be part of this win.
Sean Payton talked about the routine without you. Usually, the snack routine, and you watch tape, and then Teddy kind of changed it up. And he told the media this week he texted you to kind of rib you a little bit. Hey, Teddy's already changing the routine when you're out of the building. Tell me how that kind of went.
Oh, listen, we have a good time with that, right? We like to bust each other's chops quite a bit, in the QB room.
So he texted you. He did text.
Sean, he absolutely did. Well, it was funny because I know what time it was, on the West Coast. I knew exactly what they'd be doing at that certain time. So it's funny because I don't know, I always eat the beefy mac, right, the night before the game.
That's still
right?
a thing, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So I texted somebody. I was like, "How's the beefy mac?" Pete Carmichael, I think, is who I texted that.
Did you really?
Yeah. And I'm texting Taysom something. I'm texting Teddy something. Just trying to bust their chops a little bit up there.
All right, I knew you'd be diligent about getting the right opinion and diligent about coming back. The internal brace, just tell me about the process that went into getting that and how you feel optimistic moving forward because of it.
Yeah. So I was I narrowed it down to 2 doctors. Met with one in LA on Monday, right after the injury. Met with the other in Houston on Tuesday. Decided that going to LA and having it done with Dr. Steve Shin was the best option, and doing it with the internal brace, which is basically just a way to attempt to fast track the recovery, because it just gives you that extra layer of strength and stability over the top of the ligament. You know, all in all, it prevented me from having to be in a cast for a couple weeks, which that immobilization just, you know, it adds time onto the end, and you know, people have their theories as to, you know, which one is better, but bottom line is I wanted to get this thing moving as quickly as I could. I felt like that was important. I felt like that would fast track the recovery and still give me the strength and the stability I need to play and play at a high level. So I'm just trying to stay ahead of schedule right now and beat the prognosis, and get back with this team as quickly as I can.
It's going to be a process. What's the next big hurdle for you think?
Well, I mean, listen, I can move this thing pretty well, but and this is only 11 days post-op, you know.
Right.
They say this is a 6-week deal, you know. So, I mean, I've got a splint in there right now that just helps give it some additional support, and you know, obviously being on the sideline and stuff, somebody runs into you or whatever, you know, just trying to protect it a little bit. But the biggest thing is gripping and throwing a football, right? That's my job. That's what I do. I'm very confident in the repair that Dr. Shin did. I'm very confident in the internal brace that's in there. Take all the measures I need to continue to get stronger and get that, you know, flexibility and range of motion. And then, man, when I start throwing, just want to be able to snap it and want to be able to get, you know, that full range and do everything I need to do to play this game at a high level.
It looked to be 6 to 8 weeks, but it looks like the deadline is right around the bye week. How will that impact things if you could have another week?
Oh, the additional bye week is crucial. It's critical. I guess it's falling at a decent time.
Yeah,
you know?
it really is.
With all this. So, listen, we'll see. I'm just taking it one day at a time, and again, just trying to stay ahead of schedule.
Final question: you say you try to move around your teammates so they don't hit your thumb. What about the kids at home? You got to be careful there
listen,
too.
I got to wear this thing at home, and you know they're jumping on me, and I'm like sticking it in my pocket, you know, and throwing a shoulder into them or something.
Right.
But, yeah. No, it's all good. Listen. The more I can do, I mean, I pick up a pencil and write, and doctor actually said like texting and emailing is actually a good thing on your phone.
It is?
Yeah, just moving that thumb, I mean, just getting blood flow and just trying to continue to move it as long as you don't get it in compromising positions, but it's good.
So no close calls yet at home, you're okay?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we'll keep monitoring this each week. I appreciate you joining us. I know it's a difficult couple weeks, but a good win tonight, and we'll see you in the next game.
All good, Mike. Thanks.
All right, Drew Brees here. After the game, give us an update on the injury. We're going to have many more players outside this locker room, and Deuce McAllister joining us. A pretty good update, guys. Back to you.